We built that 6-point lead with 13 minutes left. We get a 1-point lead around the 8-minute mark, and man, 1 for 6 from the free throw line, and they really capitalized, and we chased them the last 4 minutes.
Do you address the missed free throws during the game, or you just want to stay away from the topic?
You know, we've been shooting it well. We've been shooting it well. The last couple games were, high 70s, almost 80%, getting there a lot. And, tonight, it was a difference in the game. Again, we make those. I think we keep the lead. I think the 4-minute mark we have the lead. And, it could have been a lot different outcome.
Do you know what leads to bad free throw shooting? Is it, any possible explanations?
A lot of our guys are playing their first game, in the SEC. I thought there was a good energy in the crowd. And, again, some of our free throws weren't even close. And we shoot a lot in practice. So, obviously we'll continue to work at it. I'm going to credit maybe some of that just to excitement and wanting to win so bad, and they're kind of the first league opener for a lot of these guys. And hopefully we'll settle in and shoot a much better mark in the future.
How much was the 2-3 switch a factor late in this game for them against you guys?
It was the fact because we didn't make shots. We had the ball in the paint, and again, they were in the zone. We went 1 for 6 from the free throw line. If we make those, again, it changes the trajectory of the game. And then, by the time we started to make some shots at the end, obviously we were down a little bit too much.
Bryce, zone offense has just been kind of an issue when you struggle at times. Are you identifying common things other than obviously the foul shooting tonight?
Yeah, I think the 1-3-1 actually really helped us in the second half. We hit about 3 threes, had a couple wide open layups on it. When they went straight to the 2-3, we got fouled a lot against Simi. Majority of the time he was getting to the free throw line. The problem was there were a lot of empty possessions. And then, Yanni had a couple empty possessions, 1 out of 4 basically from the free throw line. So, we'll go back and look at the film and reassess it all. But I think at the end of the day, you really got to take advantage when you get the ball in the paint and when you get to the free throw line.
Obviously, Tyree had a really good night. What did you try to do to defend him? What worked for him?
We'll go back and watch a lot of film on it because we knew exactly what he was going to do. He was going to shoot threes and drive right. And that's what he pretty much did the whole game. And we allowed him to do it. So, that's one of our, big things we'll be looking for the next couple of weeks is which guy on our team can really step up and defend, their best perimeter player. Hopefully, we'll find that guy in the next couple of weeks.
In addition to the free throws, you missed a few shots from long range when you cut it to a 2-possession game in the last 5 minutes of the second half. Where do you feel like your team's composure was throughout this game in terms of just, it's a lot of younger guys playing in their first SEC game. Do you feel like there might have been some jitters or just a little bit of that because at the end of the game just couldn't make some of those shots to cut it down?
Yeah, Joe Toy, he was 1 for 6. I thought he had really good looks. At the end, we had 4 different guys that all had a good look at it and all missed. Aaron, Matt, Joe, who was our 4th one? I want to say there's one other, but we had really good looks and we just missed them. So, I want them to shoot that shot. They're going to continue to shoot that shot. We have to shoot better than 30% from 3 and 58 from the free throw line if we want to win the game.
Davis got 4 with, I think, 15 and a half left.
Yeah.
Henson had 4, I think, with 8 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a point of emphasis to try to foul those guys out and it just didn't go your way, or what happened?
No, we don't really look to attack, a certain guy like that. They played zone to protect him anyway at that point. And so, we want to just keep playing our game. And again, unfortunately, we didn't make enough plays, make enough shots during that stretch.
About the challenge of zone man and also big, small. You kind of went small late against these guys, trying to figure out the right combination.
Yeah, we went small at the end to try to open things up a little bit. And, we hit a 3 to cut it to 6. And then we had another wide open 3 that we missed. I think the next time we had another wide open 3 that we missed. When you're playing from behind, your margin of error shrinks. And you got to hit 2 or 3 of those in a row. Unfortunately, you can only hit 1 and the momentum stopped.
You saw Ole Miss late last year in Oxford when it was pretty rough. Just from your vantage point, how much more of a confident team or an energetic team are they now as opposed to the end of last season?
Yeah, well, obviously, winning breeds more confidence. I think as you look at their roster, there's a lot of familiar faces, a lot of guys that have started 2-3 years in the SEC, and that makes a big difference. Their bodies look different, their maturity's different. Again, they're shooting the ball at a high level, and so some of that I think goes on to maturity. As you grow older in the league.
What did you think of Simi other than the foul shooting tonight?
I thought he did a good job. He settled in the second half. He made a lot better decisions passing the ball. And, we need him to pass the ball. And, obviously, we wanted to be able to step on the perimeter, knock some shots down. Hopefully, that's going to happen here in the next few weeks. But, I thought he did a really good job. Again, if he makes 3 more free throws, it definitely changes things for us.
How can you kind of not let one become two with such a tough SEC schedule coming up and with 2 road games this week?
We talked to the team, and they all know how good this league is. We're going to go play Georgia on the road, who obviously didn't have a great game today, but nearly every guy that will play against played for them last year. And so, again, they're going to have a lot of experience. Obviously, they're going to be really fired up for the game. And you got to protect your home. And so, we lost one today, and so we have to be able to get this game back somewhere on the road. And so our goal will be going on Wednesday and play the best that we can.
Coach.